I ran out of fake blood, so I'm going to make some more, and I want to show you the recipe that I was taught. The 5 things you'll need is corn syrup, red food coloring, green food coloring, yellow food coloring, and methylparaben. Technically, methylparaben is optional, but I would highly suggest putting that in because it is a mold inhibitor. I'm going to start by putting all the corn syrup into this container so it's easier to mix. I'm going to measure out the food coloring with this mini pipette. This goes up to 3 milliliters. Even though I've done this recipe before, I completely had a brain fart and I thought it only needed 3 milliliters of red coloring instead of 3 ounces. If you were wondering if that was too little red, yes, it was. But we'll just ignore it for now, and we're going to add 5 milliliters of green food coloring. Then 1 milliliter of yellow food coloring. And then I weighed out 1.25 grams of methylparaben and added that into the mixture. Then when I was mixing, I was noticing that it was just turning brown. Then this is when I realized that I put too little red. Shit. I finally got some more red dye. Since this is 5.5 fluid ounces, I'm going to do about half of this bottle since I need about 3 ounces. If you want to be safe, you can measure it, but I'm just eyeballing it. I'm mixing it and it finally actually looks like blood. So I'm just going to test it on my hand just to see if I like the color or not. I felt like it wasn't dark enough, so I added more red and some green into it. And then when I tested it again, I was happy with this color. A lot of fake blood, even the ones in the stores, beat up like this. The way to get rid of that is to add some dish soap into the blood. Mix it up, and then you see that it prevents it from beating up. So yeah, if any blood that you have beads up, you can just add some dish soap into it. Once I'm done, I'm going to pour it back into the corn syrup bottle, just because I like the pour spout on it. I still had a lot of blood left, so I'm going to make some thickened blood gel with it. I'm going to pour it into a different cup so I can have a little bit of blood on the side just in case. And then what you're going to need is Cabosil. This is fumed silica and it's used a lot to thicken up some products. You do not want to be inhaling this stuff, so I would suggest wearing a mask. I started with just 1 scoop and then mix that up. You want to mix really slowly so the Cabosil isn't flying into the air. You can mix it a little faster when the Cabosil is mixed in more. This wasn't looking thick enough, so I added another scoop of Cabosil. This one had a little bit more chunks, so I just kind of broke those pieces up and then mixed it again. Still wasn't looking thick enough, so I added another scoop and then tested it on my hand just to see how the thickness looked. Still didn't look right, so I added another scoop of Cabosil. And this looked pretty good, so I tested again on my hand, and it seemed a little thick. I have some benign thick blood, and I just wanted to compare to see if my consistency was okay. Mine seemed a little too thick compared to the benign one, so I poured a little bit of the regular blood in to thin it out. And this time I think it was a perfect consistency. Once it was done, I just poured it into a little container. And that is how you make blood and blood gel.